Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday and welcome to our final maths lesson of the week. You've worked so hard this week. Well done. One more to go. And then it's the weekend. Yay! Whoa, goodness me. Hit the board with my counter stick. That wasn't very good. Right, we're going to start. How far back can I go? We're going to start from 20 and we're going to count back to 1. But we're going to use different voices to make it more interesting. So we're going to do high voice, low voice, high voice, low voice, all the way back to 0. Are you ready? Starting with a high voice, we'll start nice and high. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well done. Now that's an important pattern and you might know about patterns, and we're doing patterns next week with Miss Selwyn. Okay, this time we're going to do a loud and a quiet. Starting with quiet. Are you ready? 20, 19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I like the way we ended quietly. Okay, well done, boys and girls. That got our maths brains in gear, ready for today's lesson. We're going to carry on thinking about number bonds to 7, and I've got a really tricky problem for us to solve at the end. So let's start by watching today's number blocks. It's the Fluffies again, series 2. Enjoy. Okay, for our next activity, you're going to need some number cards to 7. So you could use those that we've put on the website, we put on the school website, or you might just make your own, don't know where my other set have gone, of just plain numbers. Doesn't really matter. Okay, or you might even have some number blocks at home if you're exceptionally lucky. Okay. Right, now, challenge for you boys and girls. Tricky Fridays, we like challenge Fridays. Here are all the number blocks to 7. And in that video, the other number blocks, who were not number 7, had to join together to make 7. So they were those two numbers, two parts to make together the whole of number 7. So 7 add 0 is just 7. That's our first number bond. Can you, boys and girls, find the others, match them up? So use your two cards and match them together, or talk to mum and dad which two number blocks joined up to make number 7. Off you go. Okay, well done. So, if I come out of here, that's what we are going to do now. So you should have got your matches now. So you should have, let's take my first match. You should have your number cards like this next to each other because you've matched 4 on top of 3, made 7. Now I want you to work as a team with whoever's helping you at home, the adult at home, to turn that into a part-whole model and a tens frame and a number sentence. So I'll do the first one as an example and I want you to do the rest with the adult at home. So 7 is your whole. And your two parts are, well done, 4 and 3, okay? And then you can do your, tens frame. So you'd have 3 as one part. You'd have 4 as your other part. And then you could write your number sentences. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Okay, mums and dads, we've done activities like this all week. They've looked at number bonds yesterday to 7. They've just matched them. Here's time for some independence. So can they start to do any of these things? Not all of them necessarily. Any of these aspects independently without your modelling. I've shown you once, boys and girls. Can you do the rest by yourself? Off you go. Okay, welcome back. So let's go through 1 or 2 before we go on to our next activity. So we did 4 and 3. So you could have also matched these 2. Who have I got here? Yeah, I've got a 5 and I've got a 2. So starting with our tens frame, you would need 5 of one colour, and that's on a tens frame, 1 whole row. And you would need 2 of the other colour. Give yourself a big tick if you've got something that looks like that. Okay, and 7 would be your whole. You've got 5 as a part, 2 as a part, and you could have written 5 plus 2 equals 7, or 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, give yourselves thumbs up, pats on the back, round of applause if you've got any of those things. Well done. Okay. You could have also matched. Who have I got here? Yeah, 6 and 1. So you'd have 6 of one colour, 4, 5, 5 and a 1 make 6, 1 of another colour. Your part whole model would have 7 as your whole, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as another part, 1 as another part. Big ticks if you've got those, boys and girls, well done. So 7 is the same as 6 plus 1. 7 is the same as 1 plus 6. Round of applause, pat on the back, give yourself a big thumbs up. Well done if you got all of those. And even better if you did them without any help from the adult who's working with you today. Rub it all out. Right, here's where Miss Nicholas starts to forget things. Which ones, oh dear, one's running away. Which ones have we done? Have we done 7 all by himself? How would you do that one? If you didn't manage to do that one by himself, can you do it now? Okay, let's do it all together. Welcome back if you hadn't done that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch back to my pen. 7 would be my whole. Oh, hello. 7 would be my whole. 7's also one of my parts, and my other part is 0. Well done. Because 7 plus 0 equals 7. 0 plus 7 equals 7. If you did get that one, give yourself a huge pat on the back, a really big thumbs up, and a massive round of applause. Well done, boys and girls. Right, the next tricky challenge. I need a clean page. Now, the next challenge I'm putting on is a problem-solving activity, and I'm going to put it on the school website in a document, and it's called Dots. Very original name, it's got some dots involved. Now, the game says find some paper plates. And you'd think in a primary school, they'd be really easy to find. But boys and girls, I couldn't find paper plates anywhere. So I've improvised. Mums and dads, improvisation is fantastic, no problem. I've got squashed cupcake cases. It's all I could find from baking the other day. So, one of your paper plates, cupcake cases, circles drawn in paper, needs to be 0. One of them needs to have 1 dot. I'm going to stick them up here so you can still see them just about. One has 2 dots. Well done, boys and girls. One has 3 dots. Super counting. You can see what's happening here. One has 4 dots. Fantastic. And the last one has, yeah, you're right, 5 dots. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, mums and dads, what you need to draw, and let me just draw it first. Oh, my board's gone. Ah, wake up, board. Oh, it's because that's touching it, I think. There we go, it's back, we're back. We're back, thank goodness, technology hasn't failed us. Okay, 1, 2, 3 part whole models. And now you might make yours bigger on big pieces of paper and separate them out further. Okay? And one whole needs to be 4, one whole needs to be 5, and one whole needs to be 6. And you haven't got any parts just yet. So this is my problem, boys and girls. Are you ready? You need to put your dots in each of these parts, okay? So each of these parts fits in one of here. You can only use each one once. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates or squashed cupcake cases. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Each one fits in one place, okay? So mums and dads, this is such an interesting activity for problem solving skills in mathematics. So the first thing I would do is set the children off and watch. Don't say anything. Just watch and observe. It's quite tricky when you can see what they're doing, and talk to them about what they're doing. Leave them, see what they can do. Some of them might just do it straight away, in which case ask reasoning questions, ask them to do it in a different way, because if they can do it one way, can they figure out how to do it with them all in different places? Because there are multiple solutions to this problem. So the one I show you at the end might not be the one that you do, and that's okay. And then if they are struggling, that's when intervene after a couple of minutes, mums and dads, but just see how they start to solve a problem, because problem solving is such an important part of maths. Right, are you ready? Pause the video, off you go. Right, hopefully you're back, and hopefully my technological knowledge has just frozen this screen, so I should be able to stick my dots onto my part whole models. So, what we're asking, boys and girls, is 2 numbers that add together to make these numbers, 4, 5 and 6. I'm going to start with 4. You might not have done, that's fine. If you don't solve this the same way as me, no problem. Okay, there are multiple solutions. So I'm going to start with 2 numbers that add together to make 4. So I'm going to look at my dots, and I know that I could do 4 and 0. I could do 3 and 1. Now, I can't put 2 in here. Why can't I put 2 in there, boys and girls? Yeah, because 2 plus 2, terrible 2s are 4, and I haven't got another 2. So already I've worked out, I've solved my problem. 2 can't go in one of these. Okay, so there you go, 2. So I'm just going to choose another one. I'm going to choose 3, and I'm going to choose 1. And because I can move them, if I'm wrong, doesn't matter. I can just move them later. Okay, there we go. So I've got 3 plus 1 equals 4. Happy? Okay, so in my next one, I've got a choice of the other 4. So let's think, how am I going to make 5? Which ones of these can make 5? Well, I know that if I put 2 in here, let's say I put 2 here, what's my missing part? 2 add, so I've got 5, I've already got 2. 3. and I've already put 3 over there, and I can't use 3 again. So I'm not going to use number 2 in there, because although it can be a part to make 5, actually it doesn't work here because I've already used 3. So I'm going to put 2 in my 6. So now, just to make sure I'm right, I'm going to work out what my missing part is here. So 6 I've got as my whole, and I've just put 2 in there. So what's my other part? Yeah, you're right, it's 4. Where's number 4? I have got number 4 left, still I haven't used it, so that works really well. So 3 add 1 is 4. 2 add 4 is 6. This is going really well. Let's do my last one. So hopefully, cross your fingers, everyone. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your eyes. Can't do it, cross your nose. My last 2 should make 5 altogether. So I've got 5 and I've got 0. Is 5 plus 0 5? It is! We did it! Fantastic! We solved that problem. We used our reasoning skills. We thought about what was coming next. We thought about what would work and why it would work. And we talked about what wouldn't work and why it wouldn't work. That is fantastic reasoning, boys and girls. Now, mums and dads, that problem solving and the language I was using and the talking is what we want the children to eventually be able to do. So by modelling it ourselves, by showing them things like that, by exposing them to problems and allowing them to solve it in a with reasoning language in that way, we're getting them ready for maths higher up the school, where the problems will be a little bit bigger and a little bit wordier. Boys and girls, that was a tricky way to end. Your next challenge would be to put them back and try and do it a different way. Thinking about all the things I've just shown you and modelled to you about why I chose to put my plates or cupcake cases in those parts, what could you now do that was slightly different? Can you do it in a different way? Can you find a way different to me if you did it the same way as me? Okay, super maths today. It's been so fabulous seeing you all this week and seeing all your fantastic things on Tapestry, and you are so lucky that you have got Miss Selwyn next week, who's going to do some amazing maths with you. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a break, even if the weather isn't that great. Get out and enjoy yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday for our live story session. Bye, have a lovely weekend.